evening and welcome to Cavan TV's News and Views. I'd like to say thank you to Positive Age for the use of the studio here in Drumley and to Sarah for the use of the broadband. Well, 1 week to go to St Patrick's Day, Lá Féile le Pádraig. Now, do you remember when we had St Patrick's Day parades? It's been 2 years. Have a look at this. This is Cavan Town St Patrick's Parade in 2019.
Community. Come on, let's hear me round about. Let's hear you make some noise. Come on. Again, what is it?
Some members of the McGovern family. What's your name?
Jack, Archie.
And I believe you want to say some hello to your cousins. Where do your cousins live?
In America.
Okay. Do you want to look at the camera there and say hi to your cousins in America?
Hi.
What's their names?
Andrew and KK and Robin.
So there you are, your little cousins in Cavan. Say hi from Cavan's St Patrick's Day Parade.
Hi.
And they're dedicated to everybody if you're over to stand.
Is kind of a sad day in that a man who did wonderful work for his communities all around in Ballina and in Cavan Town is Eddie Brady, and Eddie passed just slightly before, it was just after Christmas, slightly after Christmas Eddie passed away at the great old age of 89, and right up till his last weeks and his last days indeed Eddie was very much to the fore and doing good work in his community, and fittingly so this year a cup has been presented by Scannons, I think, sponsored by Scannons, and it's the Eddie Brady Perpetual Cup, is that right?
Correct.
Perpetual Cup.
There we had some highlights of the last parade we had in Cavan Town. And actually the year before that we had the Cavan Town St Patrick's Day Parade Committee in the studio, and the question was, will there be a parade or will there not be a parade? Well, there was a parade, and a great parade it was. And then the next year we had the St Patrick's Day Committee in the studio, and we will have a parade. We're going to have a parade this year, unless of course COVID stops it. Well, that's exactly what happened 2 years ago, and we're so delighted to say we're back bigger and better than ever with a St Patrick's Day Parade in our principal town. And to tell me all about that is the chairperson of Cavan Town St Patrick's Day Parade Committee, Michael Mooney. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you. Lovely to be back again.
Yeah, St Patrick's Day's come round pretty quickly. It's hard to imagine like that. It's 3 years since we were talking about it. And you faithfully said on that night, we have a parade, we have a great parade, and nothing will stop us, unless COVID does.
I should have kept my mouth closed, but I will not mention it this time.
That's exactly what happened. Now, St Patrick's Day parades are big, and it's great that we're able to live stream them over the world. Cavan Town puts on a great one.
Yes, we try to put on a great one. In fairness, people always come out in their droves, and I think this year, more than any year, I think people are itching to get out and celebrate. And if we didn't think 3 years ago, we wouldn't be back out with each other for 3 years. So it's good to get people out again. Yeah. And I'm sure it's going to be a sea of green in Cavan.
Well, I remember feeling very sad on St Patrick's Day when you couldn't do anything. You couldn't even watch a parade on the television because there was nothing. All you could do was watch it online or watch it from the previous years. Great stuff now. The parades are great, and it's great to see that the bands are in action and ready to go as well. The marching bands.
Yeah, they've probably been out of action for the same period. Like nobody's been practicing. Nobody's been meeting up, and I've been talking to a lot of the band leaders over the last number of months, and they're getting back practicing again, and they're looking forward to getting out, and it's a good day out for them, and they do a number of parades around Cavan, and it's been great. and actually every one of them's coming back, so which is great.
And that's the great thing about the parades and the floats. They have to slot in their times. We have to be in Ballina at 4:30, Cavan, such time, and that's great fun for the participants.
Yeah, it is, and it's probably
parades.
one of the reasons that Cavan's parade has always been at 12:30 is that
To allow them.
a lot of them go off and do other parades. It's a good day out for everybody.
So in the background, Michael, you and your committee have been working hard, but you have good news for the entrance this year.
We have great news for the entrance. We have the Eddie Brady Perpetual Cup. It's for the best float. We're looking for a lot of colour.
And of course, Eddie is synonymous.
Eddie was the
with
parade for years,
yeah.
and he sadly missed.
Exactly, and as you see, you're a member of the Cavan Old Irish Photographs Club.
Yes.
On Facebook, and it's the old St Patrick's Day parades, and there's Eddie in the middle of them.
Oh yeah, Eddie was synonymous.
So
with
now there's
St.
a
Patrick.
trophy. Yeah.
There's a trophy in his name. Of course, he's sadly missed. I enjoyed working with him over the years. And not only is there a trophy, it's actually free to enter. So there's no
That's
charge.
the good news, yeah.
No charge for participants or anybody.
Yeah.
So
and the reason for that being?
Reason being, we had a lot of the hard work done 3 years ago, and unfortunately, the parade was cancelled, and we had enough money collected that it's been sitting there, and we're going to use that. So we're not going to be putting any financial strain on any business in town or looking for any sponsorship, which is great. So it means that we'd be able to run this parade from the money we had raised already. So it's good news.
That is absolutely brilliant. So a great day will be had by all in that case. It's just fun and crack.
It's just a fun day.
Now, the format of the parade, and what you do is you gather in the Tesco car park.
That's correct. From around 11:30, parade sets off at 12:30. We usually kind of try and get it going on time. And it's the usual route around the town. And in fairness, already we've had a lot of interest. We've a lot of groups and football teams and different groups ringing and making sure that they have a place in the parade.
I think everybody's really ready and rocking and want to go.
I think everybody is mad to get out, and of course there's younger children that have never been in the parade because they've missed them a couple of years, so they're really
don't remember
it, so they're looking forward to get out and see what it's all about, which is great.
If I remember, about 2 years ago, you had a call out, something about trucks. What was that call out?
Yeah, we if there was any group that wanted to put in a float but didn't have a truck, we were trying to match them up, and that is quite possible now. If anybody out there wants to put in a float and doesn't have a truck, if they contact me, we'll see what we can do. Mm-hmm. So it's great. There's always trucks available.
Now, seeing that we're getting this extra day after St Patrick's Day parade, it could nearly turn it into a weekend festival, really, couldn't it? It's
going to be a great weekend. It's Friday off. A lot of people will be off for a few days. You're going to have Cheltenham. You're going to have Ireland, the rugby on Saturday. You've Cavan playing. Hopefully in London the next day. Hopefully we'll be promoted. So
it's going to be a big weekend.
It's going to be a big weekend. So it's going to be a big weekend for Cavan and Ireland in general. So it's great.
Excellent, well done. Now, just to get back to Cavan Town. Cavan Town is a great little town, and one main street is all we have really. So the parade would be pretty simple.
Yeah,
gather in the car park, go on a loop around the town.
Yes.
Now, in the parade, you mentioned last year as well, you said that a lot of children's groups were delighted to take part.
Yeah, it's great, and we love to see that, and kids are getting out and smiling and dancing, and you can see the rugby club doing the haka, and you can see other groups dancing and everything. And it's great to see, and when they come by the reviewing stand to do something, it's great. It's great to see everybody happy and smiling, and it's the way the day should be.
Yeah, and I like to say as well, we'd like to say from Cavan TV, we would be live streaming the parade on the day. That Ireland is the world is a global village now, and if you are out there at the parade and you have somebody you'd like to say hi to in any part of the world, come up to us, give us a shout, and we will give you the chance to say hi to anybody there, and they can be watching from any part of the world. And through Michael, it's great to see, and we have got comments online about people from very far, the Irish diaspora watch.
Irish diaspora,
they
it's
watch,
great to see.
They watch,
it's great
love to see.
Yes, it's
they
a piece
get
of
up
home.
in the middle of the night and they say, what are they at in Cavan Town? Must watch that. And we get the comments are flying and just saying, wish I was there.
Yeah, it's great. It's a piece of home on the day. I'm sure if you live abroad, it's probably the one day you want to be back at home. so at least they get to see it. And in fairness, it's great to be a partner up with Cavan TV again. So it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Looking forward.
Now, you're very clever. You Googled the weather forecast for next week and tell us.
Long range, it's looking okay. So hopefully, it's at the moment set. We're being told it's going to be a nice enough day. So hopefully, it
wear the
comes
woolly
through.
coats just in case.
You never know. But over the years, we haven't been too bad with the weather. We've had a bit of snow on you, I think.
We've had a few
snowflake one year.
And pretty windy. I think I remember getting wet one year.
Yeah.
But you know what? Nothing dampened our parade.
No. We were still smiling at the end of it, and we'll be smiling at the end of this one. So it's great. I'm looking forward to it. And even this year, we have Grand Marshals from Cavan General Hospital. We'll have 2 frontline workers just to thank them for all their care during COVID. Should I even mention that word? Just a big thank you out to them. And
Great
they're
stuff.
going to lead the parade, so we're looking forward to
Great
that.
stuff. Well done, Michael. Thanks for popping in to tell us about the St Patrick's Day. Lála Féile Pádraig.
No, Féile Pádraig.
We're looking forward to it. Remember, everybody get your shamrocks going and wear them on the day proudly. And well done on the work.
Thank you very much.
You were straight out of the stables there when we got the go ahead to take the masks.
Yeah, we've a small committee, but we enjoy arranging it, and we meet maybe once a week for the last 4 or 5 weeks. We have a meeting and maybe a pint or two to celebrate that we're having the parade. So it's been good
and there
fun.
are great places around town to have a drink as
There's
well.
there's a lots of them.
There's plenty of places to go. So well done. Thanks to Michael.
Thank you.
Of the Cavan Town St Patrick's Day Parade. So there you go, folks. You've got the gist of it now. You know where it starts. You know it starts at 12:30. And will be streamed live on Cavan TV or Irish Web TV. And of course, if you haven't entered yet, you still can. And there's no fee this year because of what happened 3 years ago. The monies are all there. So a great day to be had by all on the day. Thanks once again, Michael, and let's hope we have the best parade ever.
Please God, hopefully. Thank you. We'll have a good one. Don't worry.
Yeah.